All right, what is up, guys? We are back. Unfortunately, we're back doing the same work again. We just ran into an issue with the blower motor again. It's now not working at all. So the symptoms seem identical to the same issue before we replaced it with the OEM one. The OEM brand is this Bear Molly. This is the original part that came out of the car. Obviously it's very worn out and just kind of corroded, so it's no longer serving its purpose. The new one I already have in my car, but it was from A Premium Parts. Nothing too crazy as far as quality goes. I mean, it is a part that is made in China. If this part does fail, I will be getting a refund and just paying the premium price of the OEM blower motor resistor, because I'm not going to wait on back order for this. I need a blower motor in my car. The heat is kind of a requirement for where I live, so it is important that I have that. And it's fine. It's not like I can't afford it, but it is an expensive part, unfortunately, instead of just replacing the entire unit itself. But I don't need that. It's not, OEM is the same price, so $249. So they're the same fucking part. Okay, so we might end up having to pay premium for that. I don't know why that's different, but so yeah, replacing the blower motor resistor again. Definitely gonna go through that and get to it today, because I kind of need this to get done. It's super urgent, and we have the part, and I have to return the old one, and hopefully this new one will work too. So otherwise I'm gonna be in some rough shape. So alright, so I'm done at the car. I'm going to show you guys what we're working with right now. So I'm going to give the car ignition. Got our Volvo here. And the blower motor is on. This is on full speed. We have nothing. You can hear it like send voltage, but it doesn't do nothing. So we're going to have to get creative with all this crap. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if this fixes it. So first things first, this is actually a super simple part right here, but we literally just gotta rip this off. It just comes right off. Just kind of like that. And if I can get this out, that's a dumb story. That's the first step down. Try not to leave that on the seat. The next step. So the blower motor resistor is up there behind all that crap. So we'll have to take off the gas pedal and then get right back up there again. So this is not going to be fun, but we'll get it done. Alright, so now that the battery's disconnected, it's going to obviously reset the codes for the car. We're going to have a whole new thing, but that's not really what I'm worried about right now. We're going to disconnect the gas pedal for the car, and then we're going to start working our way to the blower motor resistor. It's pretty simple after this point. I have the 1/4 inch because I don't have a log 10 in my Husky kit, so I don't know why they decided to do things that way, but they did. I know, once again, I don't have good lighting in here, but I'm kind of working really under some dull lighting and stuff like that. So I'll show you guys, like I said, the progression as we continue to make this happen again. Hopefully this fixes the problem. I have the new blower motor resistor right down there within the Amazon packaging, so hopefully this fixes the problem again. And then I've already found a new source for this blower motor resistor. Hopefully it's real OEM, but it's tough to say. The guy's got a lot of reviews on eBay, so it looks like it's a pretty popular shop, but who knows. Listing kind of looks cheesy, but I'll do some research, see what this other guy sells, and then we can get an OEM spec one that will be shipped relatively quick, because FCP's got some really slow shipping times. Like, I made an order at the beginning of last week and it still hasn't shipped, so kind of lame, but it is what it is. Lots of parts to come in for this car, and we'll get this thing back on its feet soon enough. So hopefully this new resistor lasts a while longer, and then I'll order a new one. So Sucks I had to go through this, get a refund, and go through that, but it's just really frustrating. So let's get to it. I'm gonna unbolt this gas pedal, and then we'll update you guys from there. Alright, so this is already going a little bit faster than last time, but I already got the 310s off. Pretty much everything on the Volvo is a 10, at least for the inside here. So I've noticed, but the gas pedal is off, and there's a little clip holding in the harness. Pulled that out thinking I ripped maybe the harness out, but it's a little plastic clip that holds in the harness to probably some part of the frame here up top. So I just kind of tucked the harness right up here. Just kind of snuck it back there, but we gotta get all the way back there, and that's that plug. That harness right here is the blower motor resistor plug. That's gonna come off and out. As a matter of fact, I can actually see it. So what we gotta do is we gotta push this insulation in the back up. I mean, you can kind of see where I was kind of forcing at it prior to the installation the first time. So we just gotta push that all the way back up. Somehow, I can't remember how. I think I just used my hands and just kind of snugged it all together up top. So we're gonna have to do that, so that way we can actually get the blower motor resistor out, because this insulation's actually pretty well padded. It's got a decent thickness to it, so it won't allow enough clearance to actually get that resistor out. And I don't remember actually properly tightening in the resistor, so it should just kind of twist to the left a little bit and then unplug it. So it shouldn't be too tough. I don't even think this plug is even in, so I bet you we can probably just pull that out. Yeah, see? That just kind of right out. So that really could have been another issue too, but I don't think that was inherently the problem. So yep, we'll push the insulation back, and then we'll get to it, because hopefully that'll help us get access to this blower motor resistor. And then yeah, we're almost we're getting there. So yeah, wish me luck. Alright, so here's the old one. Just kind of did my little trick to loosen it out. This thing doesn't really tighten in that well. I know that, I mean, obviously it's not a super well made part, but just didn't really lock in. There's like a little lock in, you gotta kind of twist it. It has arrows on the blower motor resistor itself, kind of telling you like it's directional. So this is the old one, this is the new one. I received the new one like this, like with this package all like chewed up, and I'm not sure why, but the lid literally just kind of, it's separated. So I don't know if this was a return. The inside looked like this. This packaging was already open, so this was probably a returned product. And if that's the case, this one probably won't work either, but obviously the part looks absolutely identical. But this one doesn't look to be chewed up by any means. So PBTGF30, PBTGF30. So yeah, looks absolutely identical to this one. Obviously it's like the same manufacturer that's making these, but we'll see if this one changes anything. I don't have the battery hooked up, as you can tell. When you kind of put this in, you don't really want to do that. But what we can do is we can test to see what's working and what isn't. So once we have everything kind of together, I'm not going to do this again, so I'm going to put this new one in, and then if this one doesn't work and it's a separate issue, then we get another problem. But or this one is also bad. So that's the problem with these cheap fake parts. You really can't tell whether or not the system is bad unless you are pretty good at diagnosing electrical shorts and stuff like that. And with these cars, that's kind of a pain. There are tools that you can use online, like Vita, to help diagnose like shorts in the system, but I'm not doing that with this. I don't have that program. I'm not paying for that. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna throw this one in. We're gonna put everything back together, and that's it. So let's give it a shot. Alright, so update. We got the new one in. I had to take it out and spend some time rotating it around to get it in. But we were able to get it in at an angle in the exact same rotation as it was before. Unfortunately, the plug didn't change, still doesn't really clip in. So that's just kind of loose in there and very frustrating. But it's in. doesn't move like it did originally before I started twisting around. So now all we gotta do is put the gas pedal back on and put the trim panel back on and test it out, and hopefully it works. Because if it doesn't, I'm not going back around there today, and I'm just going to bring the returned one back and call it a day, because I'm sure it doesn't make a difference. So, alright, wish me luck. Alright, so we got the trim piece back on, the battery's connected, the gas pedal is plugged in and mounted. We have the old blower motor resistor out right here. We are going to push I think it might be just out. Yeah, did not fix the problem. I think the thing just went out. Son of a bitch. This is gonna be a long winter, tell you what. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that blower motor out in here, and I'm gonna have to wait till the fall. Or, excuse me, I'm gonna have to wait till the spring to get that. You know, I got the new one in, it didn't fix anything. So this part was fine. I think the blower motor is just done. Obviously the resistor is the first thing you should do. Take a look at first before, you know, replacing the entire blower motor, but it's not a fun project. These cars are very complicated, very intricate. I'm sure the dash, I mean, apparently you don't have to take off the entire dash to do the blower motor, but which is good news, but at the same time it's still a very tedious project, and I don't have a good amount of space to do it in my current location, so I'm gonna have to figure out a solution for that. It's not a very expensive part to replace. They do go bad, it's a common thing. I did hear some squealing, especially on those colder days. There was a little bit of squealing, so that's usually a good indication that that could be going out. And it's probably finally out now, but yeah, really frustrating that we weren't able to get anything from that. So I wonder if it's just shot now. It's not something I can't do. So if it's something I can't do at all, I'm definitely going to be annoyed with it, because I don't want to have to pay a lot of money out of pocket for these. But it's one of those things I kind of sign up for when owning a European vehicle, especially a higher mileage Volvo like this one is. You know, I wasn't expecting everything to be perfect with it. Still don't. I have a lot of new parts coming along the way. Unfortunately, this blower issue is definitely a bigger one. It's probably like one of the most annoying issues to have, because I live in a very cold state, and it's unfortunate that we just need heat in order to function. So I don't know, it's not like I'm crippling. I still have heated seats, that's been enough for me, but very frustrating for sure that I can't get a very important function on the car to work without having to do some big deep dives. So, and that's assuming that's the problem. But at least we have some answers today, so it wasn't a complete waste of time, and we now know, based off of everything, that you know, it's all there. So I don't know, sucks, but sounds like we got some work to do. So I'll keep you guys posted when some bigger projects come along the way. I'm sure once it starts warming up, I mean, maybe it's not as bad as we think. You know, maybe I could do it here in the garage. It's just gonna be tough. So I'm gonna do some research and try and get a diagnosis on what people are thinking the problems might be. I'll do some extra research, but at least now we have some answers, or more answers today. So alright guys, thanks for watching, thanks for sticking around and being patient with me. I know that content is really slowing down with the Civic, obviously, since I'm not working out in the cold in the winter. It's not really good weather, especially right now. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.